Have you ever faced a moment when you felt like giving up because nothing seemed to go right? What if failure wasn't the end but a guide leading you towards something greater? It was a quiet, cool morning in the village of Harmony. Birds chirped softly as the sun peeked over the hills, bathing the small houses in golden light. At the edge of the village lived a young potter named Ela. Her workshop was filled with clay pots, some beautifully crafted and others cracked or misshapen. Ela was known for her determination, but inside, she often felt frustrated. No matter how hard she tried, her pots were never perfect. Ela's dream was to become the best potter in the region. She would spend hours at her wheel, her hands caked with clay, shaping and reshaping each piece. But for every pot that turned out well, 3 others cracked or collapsed. The weight of her failures began to press on her heart. One morning, Ela decided to create her best pot yet. She mixed the clay carefully, shaped it with precision, and placed it in the kiln. Hours later, as she removed it, her heart sank. A large crack ran through the side. She dropped to her knees, her eyes filling with tears. "Why do I keep failing?" she whispered to herself. "What am I doing wrong?" Hearing her sobs, an old woman named Linda, a wise elder of the village, appeared at her door. Linda had a kind face and her presence was as calming as the soft rustle of leaves. "Ela," he said gently, "why do you weep?" "My pots always break, Linda. No matter how much effort I put in, I can't get it right." "Maybe I'm not meant to be a potter," she said, her voice trembling. Linda chuckled softly. "Come with me," she said. They walked to the edge of the river, where smooth stones dotted the bank. Linda picked up a jagged rock and held it out. "This stone did not start smooth," she explained. "Over years, the river's flow shaped it, wearing away its rough edges. Failure is like this river, Ela. It's not meant to defeat you but to refine you." Ela frowned. "But how can failure help me when it hurts so much?" Linda smiled. "Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, I was a farmer. One season, a storm destroyed my entire crop. I was devastated, but instead of giving up, I studied the weather patterns and learned how to better protect my fields. The next year, my harvest was twice as abundant. Without that failure, I would never have grown." Ela's eyes lit up with a glimmer of understanding. "So, you're saying my failures are teaching me?" "Exactly," said Linda. "Each crack in your pots shows you what to adjust. Look at them as lessons, not defeats." Inspired, Ela returned to her workshop. Over the next few months, she experimented with new techniques, learning from every cracked or broken pot. She sought advice from other potters, studied the properties of clay, and adjusted the temperature of her kiln. Slowly but surely, her work improved. She discovered that by adding a special glaze and fine-tuning her process, her pots became sturdier and more beautiful. One day, Ela created a pot so exquisite that the entire village gathered to admire it. Its surface shimmered in the sunlight, and intricate patterns danced around its edges. Linda stood at the back of the crowd, smiling proudly. Ela walked up to her, holding the pot carefully. Linda nodded. "Now you understand, Ela. Failure is not the end, it's the beginning of growth." Ela continued her journey, and her story became a source of inspiration for others. Villagers would visit her workshop not just to buy her pots but to learn from her resilience. Ela's failures had not just shaped her pottery, they had shaped her spirit. Lessons from the story. 1. Failure is a teacher, not an enemy. Each failure holds a lesson, a message meant to guide you toward improvement. Ela learned that her cracked pots were not wasted efforts but valuable lessons in patience and precision. When you fail, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? 2. Growth requires persistence. Just like the river smooths the stone over time, growth is a process that demands consistency and perseverance. Ela's journey shows that progress comes not in leaps but in steady steps, even when results feel far away. 3. Embrace change and adaptation. Sticking to the same methods will not yield different results. Ela learned to adjust her techniques, experiment, and innovate. In life, being flexible and open to change is key to overcoming challenges. 4. Seek guidance from the wise. Linda's wisdom became the turning point for Ela. Surrounding yourself with mentors or friends who offer encouragement and knowledge can help you see your path more clearly. Remember, you don't have to face failure alone. 5. Celebrate your journey, not just the outcome. Ela's final pot was a masterpiece, but it was the lessons from her broken pots that made it possible. Celebrate each step you take, even if it's small or imperfect. Every effort is a part of your story. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more inspiring stories. Let's learn and grow together. Leave a comment below about a time you learned from failure and how it changed you. Remember, every great success begins with a challenge. See you in the next video.